Here I am, R-A-W, a terrorist, here to bring...
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Raw Talk with Ike Raw. On this episode, I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about nonprofit agencies in the city of Philadelphia. As we all know, we have multiple nonprofit agencies in the city of Philadelphia that go around raising funds and, holding fundraisers and, stuff like that. My question is always to these nonprofit agencies, what do you give back to the community? What are you doing for children in the community, for adults in the community who, may need help in the community, you know what I mean? So they have a lot of nonprofit agencies who are going around collecting money and holding fundraisers and, doing all kinds of things and asking other organizations to get involved with them to raise funds and hold fundraisers and stuff like that. Here's my take on the whole nonprofit situation in Philadelphia. Yes, you do have some organizations out here who are doing good work. I work with a couple of organizations. I'm not going to name anybody's names. They know who they are. You have a couple of organizations out here who are doing good work and are doing the right thing. But you have some organizations who are basically looking to profit off of the community, which is not right. Nonprofit organizations are supposed to give back to the community. You're supposed to be like a crutch for the community. When the community is in need, for you to come into the community with resources, with, guaranteed employment, with guaranteed, schooling, things like that. I'm sick of these nonprofit organizations coming around, just setting up, resource tables or just setting up people who want to give out job applications, where some of these people aren't even qualified. You have 15, 16-year-old children, they're not even qualified for these jobs. So, if you're going to be a nonprofit agency in the city of Philadelphia and you're going around collecting funds and raising funds, make sure that you're putting some of that money back into the community. Make sure that you're doing, good stuff in the community, help save some of these lives, some of these children, mothers and fathers and innocent people that are being gunned down. So, I'm not really too big on, raising funds and doing stuff like that. I know some people have to do it because that's how they got to survive and stuff like that. Ike Raw, man, and people, I'm just not into stuff like that. I do help some organizations out because I know that their heart is in it and they are sincere. Some organizations try to reach out and want me to be involved in their nonsense. I can't get involved in the nonsense because I know your heart is not in it. Your heart is not sincere. So I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about that, real quick about the nonprofit agencies in the city of Philadelphia, man. So a lot of people has always asked me, well, Ike Raw, when you gonna start your nonprofit? And I always say, not to be facetious or anything like that, but I always say, it's a lot of nonprofits already. Why do I need to start a nonprofit? And people say because, the stuff that you do, nobody's really doing the things that you do. Like nobody's really going into these communities. Nobody's really, wanting to sit down with these families, when things getting, crazy, like, I'm saying? So maybe you should start, thinking about doing stuff like that. My thing is always, if I know, 5, 6, 7 people who have nonprofit, organizations, and I know someone who needs help, and if you have an organization that's supposed to be, the kind of organization that can help this person, if I bring this person to you or contact you to say that this person needs help, I expect you to, help this person, not put your ego in it, or, you want to have an attitude, or you want to get, I don't know how they say now, the saying is a competition. Nobody's in competition. I don't want to compete. A lot of organizations don't want to link up with each other because they don't want the other organization to get the limelight. See, I'm Ike Raw, man, and the people. I'm comfortable in my own skin. That's why I don't have a problem helping any organization that I can help because it's not about me. I'm already popping. I've been popping all my life. So, we got to understand that, a lot of these organizations out here, they're in it for the wrong reasons. They're in it to make a buck off of the community, to make a buck off of victims and stuff like that. And, we see it all the time. So I just wanted to address that real quick, man. And I'm thinking about starting a nonprofit organization in January next month. It's going to be called Been There, Done That, the Been There, Done That Foundation, BTDT, because I'm going to be working with a lot of people like myself who's, been to prison, been in the streets, been there, done that. We know what it takes to survive in these streets. We know what it takes to survive in these prisons, and we know the real things that we got to do in these communities, to start saving lives. So look for January, Been There, Done That Foundation, Ike Raw, man, and the people. And I'm going to be out here doing what I'm still doing, but it's going to be more things that I can get involved with now, when people want to, help out and, do stuff in the community with me and everything like that. So thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, if you didn't download the Anchor app, go to Anchor, download the Anchor app, Raw Talk with Ike Raw, search that. I'm going to be bringing you more episodes of the podcast and everything. So thanks for tuning in. Once again, this was Raw Talk with Ike Raw, man, and the people. If you have a nonprofit, please do the right thing. If you don't have a nonprofit, you want to start a nonprofit, Make sure you start it with the right people, and do it out the generosity, do it out the kindness of your heart. You know what I mean? Don't do it because you're seeing somebody else do it, and they get on the news or they get in the newspaper, and you think, they social media popping. Those are all the wrong reasons to get into something like that. So if you're not doing it for, to help your community and better the community and better people around you, then don't do it. So once again, this was Ike Raw, man, and the people, man. Unsolved Murders in Philly with Ike Raw. Go to the Instagram page, Facebook page, man. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the movement and everything like that, man. So until next time, I'll holla at y'all.